next we'll go for the next problem. A column 5 meters long is supported a factored load of 4500 kilonewton. The ends of the column is effectively held in position and direction. Design the column in rolled steel beam and 18 plates are only available. That means with the I section you need to design for 2 plates again. That means it is a built up section, not only the I section. With the I section you need to design the 2 other plates also, and that thickness is restricted, that is 18 If it is not restricted, you can take your own, maybe 10, 12, 16 or like that, which is available. Okay, so now we'll write the given data. Factored load is mentioned, so it is PU is equal to 4500. L actual is 5 meters. 5 meters is given, and effective L effective you need to find it out by the table number 11. So here you have the table number 11. The condition is effectively held in position and direction. That means for both translation and rotation it is restricted, that means it is restrained. For all the condition which is restrained, that you need to search here. That means restrained, 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 that will be our condition. That means it is perfectly held in position, we cannot move it, we cannot even rotate it also, that means it is fixed. For example, if you are confused with this, see here, a restrained and restrained, but it is for the translation other side it is free, but in our condition it is held in position on the both the sides. So you need to search for restrained in all the 4 conditions, so that will be a fixed end, that will be the last condition. So that is 0.65 times of L, that you need to take it out. So L effective is 0.65 times of L, so that will be 3.25 meters. Now we'll have to assume the FCD value. You can assume 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. 0.6 I have assumed 0.6 into 250, so that will be 150 Newton per mm square FCD value. Now load divided by FCD, that will give you the area required. So load will be whatever the load they are given divided by FCD, so that will be 300 centimeter square. Now here whatever the area we have got, it is a required area for complete built up section, that means I section including the plates over here. Got it? So totally we should get it as 300 centimeter square. So now I'll split up this area for the I section separately and this plate separately. Okay, so now in the 300 you can assume 40 to 50% for the I section, remaining 60 to 50% you can assume it in the, or else you can give 50-50 on the either side. That means 50% for the I section, 50% for the 2 plates. I have taken 40 to 50% around, so I have assumed this area. So I have assumed ISHP 450. Next I have written IXX and IYY value. I have assumed in this 40 to 50% you need to search for I section, remaining 50% you need to leave it for plates. Now write all the values here, IXX, IYY, everything you write it here. Okay, so now here next we'll go for the plate. Okay, we are giving 2 plates over here. So in the total 300 we have already given I section as 117.89. The remaining we need to give it for the plates. So that means 300 minus 117.89, that will give you 182.11 centimeter square. So we are giving 2 plates, right? Now whatever the area we have got, it is including 2. So each plate area, if you find it out, it will be 91.06 centimeter square divided by 2. Is it clear? So next, thickness of the cover plate is mentioned in the question, so that means 18 mm. So area is length into breadth, right? Area we have got length into breadth. So here length and the thickness we know, so we can find out the dimension. So you will get it as area divided by 18, so you will get it as 5.9 mm. So I'll round it off to the 550 mm. Okay, so we can provide 550 into 18 mm cover plate. So to find out FCD, we want R minimum value, right? So as it is a built up section, we will not get directly the R minimum. You need to find it out. To find out R minimum, we have an expression over here, I minimum divided by area under the square root, right? So to find out R minimum, you have this I minimum is nothing but moment of inertia minimum towards xx or yy. See here, whatever the Ixx or Iyy we have got, it is only for the I section, not including the plates, right? So first we need to find out Ixx and Iyy including the plates. So here is the expression, as you know. Here Ixx is equal to small Ixx plus BD cube divided by 12 plus area into y bar square. This you have already studied in your lower semesters, right? So now Ixx you already know it, so only for I section you already know it, Ixx that I have written here, plus BD cube divided by 12, breadth of the section and the depth of the section, this one, breadth is 550 depth and the thickness of this will be 18 mm, okay, divided by 12. So you got BD cube divided by 12 plus area into y bar square. Area is nothing but 550 into 18, that will give you the area of the plates, okay, plus in area into y bar square. Y bar is nothing but from the mid of the section of the complete complete built up section till the middle of the next whatever the bottom section is, where we are finding out the y bar, till that will be the y bar distance. That means I section is 450 divided by 2 will get from the distance from here to here. Next we want middle of this, till here we want it, right? So that means 18 divided by 2 will get the y bar distance. Okay, calculate everything, you will get Ixx. In the same way we want the Iyy value. I've just rotated it in towards the yy axis, so it will be the yy axis, right? So I've just rotated it, it will be like this. Okay, so now same formula, Iyy plus BD cube divided by 12 plus area into x bar square, right? So now you already know what is Iyy, it is already in the steel table, plus BD square BD cube divided by 12. Okay, BD cube divided by 12 is nothing but what will be B, this will be B, right? So our view is different now, this will be B and this will be D, depth. So B yield is 18 into depth is 550, this is 550, cube divided by 12, okay, plus as we are taking the two area into consideration here, however we do, it will be from year to year or from year to year, so I have not multiplied by 2, but when you are taking here it will be 2 times, okay, so you have the 2 areas to be considered, so it is multiplied by 2. So next, plus area into y bar square, area will be 550 into 18 into, that is x bar square, x bar towards this axis, so axis is moving like this and the plate is over here, middle of the plate and the axis is coinciding to each other, so the distance between the center of this towards the axis is 0, so the whole equation, this total equation will be 0, right? Area into x bar square will be totally 0, so I have not considered that totally, I have taken only BD cube divided by 12. So find it out, you will get what is Iyy. We need to consider which is least in these two, so this will be the least one, so that you need to consider for the next calculation. So R minimum is equal to under the square root I minimum divided by the area. I minimum is compared to these two, this is minimum, so I have taken this, divided by area, whichever we have calculated that area, under the square root, so that will be R minimum is 129.4 mm. Okay, so now we'll go for the normal slenderness ratio. So the KL divided by R minimum, KL you have already calculated, so divided by R minimum you will get to 25.11. okay, so again you need to go for 9C. 9CY means it is a built up section. So if you go for the table number 10 and search for the built up search for the buckling class for the built up section, the class will be C. It is a built up section, right? So it will be C. So take down that 9C, go for the table number 9C. So it will be between 20 and 30. Write down the value and Fi will be 250. So interpolate between these two values, you will get the answer. That is FCD value. So area into FCD, that will give you the PD value. So whatever the PD you have calculated, that has to be compared between the load applied. Load applied is 4500 kilonewtons. So whatever the area we have taken is safe, or it can take up the loadings. So that is what our conclusion is. So this is about the one more problem.